Welcome to this Centaur Academy training video, flipping a position. Before we get started, this game's about to kick off. I'm just going to place a £5 back bet at 30 on the draw. I think this game's going to be quite tight. It probably won't get matched as they're about to kick off, but odds of 30 is just too good to refuse. Looking at this game in the Australian Rugby League State of Origin Game 1, I rate these two teams very close. 175 for Queensland would be my price. They're 154, so I just have to take them on at that price. I think they're bad value. You've got some players missing, so I'm going to lay them for £50 at 1.54. That gives me a liability should Queensland win of £27 and a £50 win should New South Wales win. But we're going to trade this game whilst it's in play and see what happens during the match. I'm just going to go and put a back bet in should everything go our way. I'm just setting the software here. This is Centaur Express Trader. Should the last traded price on Queensland be greater than 2 or even money, I'm placing a bet of £25 at the last traded price minus 1. So if this price New South Wales scored and the price jumped to 2.20, then the software would automatically place a bet at 2.18 for me. Puts me at the front of the queue and would almost certainly mean I get matched. So the game's just kicked off, so we're in play now. So you'll see a lot of the gaps between the prices vary. The liquidity is quite low on Australian markets at the moment because of the in-running laws out there, in-play laws. What's happened, I've cut this video quite short. Obviously I'm not going to make it 80 minutes, and what happened is after 4 minutes Queensland scored. So by laying them again and taking another position at a lower price, this is called averaging, and it means at this stage the trader is still of the same opinion, that being that the selection will not win. So with my original lay being 154 combined with this second lay, it means my average price is going to be 1.43. as you see there. I now have a £43 liability to win £100. So I've effectively laid at 1.43, as you can see where the 0 is on the hedge figures there. 0 is 143, so that's my average price. So I've effectively now laid Queensland for £100 at 1.43. Then what happens if what you see in play causes a change of opinion on the outcome of the game? You can flip your position, meaning you now think the original selection will win, and you can now take a position of backing that outcome. You do not need the selection to win, merely have the price move in a direction that allows you to lock in a profit. Having watched the game, Queensland's up 6-0 and really dominating this match. They're 132 now. I'm going to reverse my position and I'm going to back them. So I've backed them for £50 at 132, and I'm going in for another 100 at 1.31. This now puts me in profit up the top there if Queensland win of £4, and I lose 50 if New South Wales win the match. So I'm going to back them for another £100 at 1.29. You can see from the top left hand corner there we're at the 24-minute mark. Queensland still up 6-0, not dominating quite so much now, but they are still in front and looking strong at the moment. New South Wales just don't have the answers. So I'm flipping my position, and now you see I've backed Queensland, so I win £31 if they win and lose 150 if New South Wales go on to win the game. So we'll wait and see what happens next. You see now if it gets to 1.2, that is my average price, and I can get out with a profit if Queensland trade at 1.2 or below, which is 1 to 5 in fractional odds. So they're trading at 135 at the moment, still winning 6-0, and there they've scored again now, and the price has dropped to 1.17. So you see I'm now in profit. I've got green figures on the left. The lower the price goes, the more I make. So those green figures indicate how much profit I've made at this point. It's trading now 1.2. So you see I can get out for a profit of £11.61 on both teams. That would be a hedged result. So I'd have £11.60 if New South Wales win, £11.60 if Queensland win. that would complete the trade, and I would then have no open positions. But it's only early, it's still the first half, so we'll see how it goes along. They're trading at 110 at the moment, and obviously they're not possibly going to trade much lower because they can only go to 101, so they're in a commanding position at 10-0. You see what currently happens is I've got 107 there. I can take £14.54 right now with a maximum win of 31 if I let this run to expiry and Queensland did win the game, and a potential loss there of 150 only if I left it to expiry and New South Wales won the game. But we'll see what happens in the second half. Now New South Wales have scored a try here, and that brought the Queensland price back up to about 140, 143 there it's traded, and now that puts us in a potential losing position. I've jumped the video forward where they've now scored again, and you see at the top they're trading at 2.5, so that will activate our stop entry trade, come in at one tick lower at 2.48, and it has backed Queensland for a further £25 at 2.48. That now exposes me to 175 if New South Wales win, and a potential win of 68 if Queensland win. They're now trading at 2-1 Queensland, or 3 in decimal, and clearly the opposite of that is 1.5 on New South Wales. So I'm going to try and unlock that £25 back bet I've just done. I'm trying to get out of it at 288, but it's trading at 3, so I've just cancelled it. It's not going to happen, and we'll just wait and see what happens. There's still 10 minutes to go, so Queensland could score, and they just have done. They've just come back into 139, and you now see that I'm in profit. I could get out right now for about a £5 win. There's only a few minutes to go, so this price is going to rapidly move now, so I need to make a decision to get out with a small profit, wait a little while for a longer one, or see how we go. You see there with the time decay and the graph, they've drifted out to 325, 330, and then come right back in once they scored the try. They're now 1.2. I can get out for a £27 win, but as time decay goes along, they're trading at 112. So I think I'm going to place a bet here at 1.1 and get out of the trade. So you see that I'm going to click on the hedged figure. It places £220. The software works it out for me automatically. £220 at 1.1, and that will give me a profit of £45 either side. It doesn't matter which team wins. So the last few minutes, where it's all action, end-to-end stuff, it's not going to affect me. You see there's money at 1.11, just coming down now, starting to get me matched. There's the last bit matched, and you see now I've locked in a profit of £45.91 no matter which team goes on to win the game. So if Queensland score again, I'm happy. If New South Wales score, I'm happy. If there's no further score, I'm still happy. So that's locked in and hedged either side. There's all the trades we did. So we took an original position of laying Queensland, then we laid them again and averaged out. The state of the game showed me that I'd made an incorrect decision, and I flipped it. So the betting bank was exposed at 1 point for a maximum of 175 and returned 45.91, 43.66 after commission, and that was a return on investment of around 25%. And you see there, that's the end figures. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. See you next time.